We're with Northwestern track and field coach Mike Heimerman, whose team finally gets to compete at home this weekend in the Leon Johnson NSU Invitational after a very busy weekend in South Louisiana at Hammond and Baton Rouge. Coach Heimerman, let's recap last weekend. A lot of competition down there at Southeastern and LSU for the Demons and Lady Demons. What did you see that you liked?
We did have a very, very busy weekend. We're trying to set it up a little bit, give us a feel what conference might feel like over a 2-day period. Women's Hammer was on Thursday, so for them it was a 3-day field, which it'll be like at conference. So we had a lot of good performances. We had a lot of things that we were off just a little bit with, which we were kind of expecting with some of the training. Some of the kids, they just got to put it together mentally. So we're super, super close, which is good, because that's where we kind of want to be, if not on the point where we want to be this time of year heading into conference. But it's good to be a little bit away from it since we're 3 weeks out. But we had a lot of great performances.
You didn't have any more outstanding on the national level than Justin Walker in the 100 at Hammond and then the 200 at LSU. And you say there was certainly room for improvement in those fantastic times.
Yeah, Justin had a great day, or a great weekend. The 100-meter at Southeastern was a great time. He got out. It was a great race. Hammond's track, or Southeastern track's a little soft. It's a little slow. So he smashed the complex record, which their track's only 3 years old. But it was a very fast time on that track. Everybody was pretty amazed with it. So if he was on a surface like what we ran at LSU, it might have been a 10-1 time or a 10-0 time, which would have been right at his PR, which was still super, super quick. I think it might have been his third or fourth fastest 100-meter time ever. And at LSU, he ran a windy 20:52, which was his second fastest time of his career. Was in lane 9 in the heat, which puts him wet on the outside. He doesn't get to see anybody, so he doesn't try to run anybody down. So you're kind of out there he was out there by himself. He didn't have a great start and kind of struggled on the curve, which he's usually pretty good at. So for him to have I guess not a clean race, it was still a pretty amazing time for the wind or not. I think they might have was mad that he ran that quick and just embellished on the win. Who knows? But it didn't feel that gusty. But he's got certainly a lot of room for improvement in both events.
All right. Otherwise, your throwers, some big throws for the Lady Demons this weekend.
We had a very good weekend. Rochelle Bessard taking a week off. She had a concussion from a PE class earlier the week before. So her getting her back and just getting in rhythm. She only got 1 day of practice before we went down to Southeastern, and she was really close to matching her PR in the hammer, and actually had 2 big sector fouls that one of them we measured would have been over about a meter PR, which was good. And then Keona Jackson had a great weekend at both meets. She had a very good hammer at Hammond, was very consistent, then hit another PR in the shot put on Friday, then went into Baton Rouge and had a PR in the hammer, made finals, and actually had a really big sector foul on the just something that we had to fix, tweak just a little bit, and that might have been a school record if we didn't get to measure that one, but that would have been close to a school record just by eye. So it was a very good weekend, and Shakimia Johnson had a very good weekend in the discus. We struggled a little bit at Southeastern with Shakimia and Rochelle just because had a huge tailwind and it was just pushing the discuses down. But at LSU, Shay had a very rhythmic weekend. She almost came close to matching her PR. I think was within about a half a foot. Was pretty good. Placed third in a pretty loaded competition. Rochelle struggled a little bit. Technique, she just could not find a rhythm, and she still I think was 5th or 6th, and still threw a pretty decent throw. That was one thing encouraging I tried to tell her is we hadn't quite been in sync at all this year, but yet we've been throwing pretty far regardless. So once we start feeling it, getting that rhythm down, it should go a lot further. So I was pretty pleased with it, with everybody. And then we had a young lady that opened back up this year. It's been a 2-year hiatus for Ashley Aldridge. We had a couple good throws. I think she ended up with 137 feet, which is not good by her standards. But she had one throw that if she could have held, I guess, her posture on the finish, it probably would have been in the mid-140s, and that was our goal. So there was a lot of, I guess, excitement for her because she just wanted to get back out there, broke the rust off, and now she feels that and knows that she can do it. We should get close back to her old form by the end of the season.
Okay, this Saturday it's the Leon Johnson NSU Invitational. What can we look for in terms of who's competing other than the Northwestern home teams?
Well, we have a few schools. We'll be in contact with a couple more today. The ones I know for sure is going to be McNeese State, University of Louisiana Lafayette, University of Louisiana Monroe, and then Louisiana Tech. With all those schools, there'll be plenty of competition in each event. There'll be a few unattached people that we'll let in, including Jason Morgan, our complex record holder and Jamaican national record holder. He actually set his national record at our complex. So there'll be plenty of excitement out there. All of our kids are going to be running their normal events. So we're going to let them shine here at home. Everybody likes competing at home, and we only get one opportunity. So these kids want to come out there and show off a little bit. So the weather's supposed to be pretty good. So it'll be a nice, exciting day. So we're just looking forward to finally getting to compete at home since we were off last year with the revamping of our surface.
And that's what I want to get to. While you are certainly familiar with the surface, having trained on it for almost a year now, it will be the first collegiate competition on the new track. What can we look for?
This surface is manufactured by Mondo. It's not the exact same surface that we had by them, not the FX or the Super FX, but it's actually the second track in the United States with their broadcasted granules. It's a little bit softer track. Time should be similar. It's a little bit better to train on. Not as good as to run meets because it's a little bit softer surface. We want a little bit harder surface for faster times, but you want a little bit softer surface for training purposes because it just beats the kids' legs up. So we get a little bit of best of both worlds. I'm trying to get out there, but should have some quick times. If the weather's warm, kids have been running very, very well on it. They know what to expect, so it should be a very good meet for us.
Field events, running events, are there any particular highlights to look for?
We should have a little bit of loaded and everything. Field events with the throwers, the female throwers, all been looking very, very good. They throw very far at home, so we're looking forward to that. The jumpers, the females and the males, always look forward to jumping at home. Aaron Williams was so close this weekend at both meets, and either jump, we had him long jump one meet, triple jump the other. He's so close, just like the throwers. If I could put two throws or two jumps together, we would have been something massive. So I think it'll click at home because that's where they practice every day. Same thing with Portia Thomas, Taylor Walker, and then of course all the runners. They're just looking forward to coming out and showing off in front of their friends and family here at home. And everybody always likes to defend their home turf.
We're looking forward to it. What time do events start on Saturday?
Field events, mostly the women's hammer, men's javelin at 10 a.m. I think the jumps start a little bit later at 11, and then all the running starts at 1.
Should be a quick moving meet in the afternoon.
Yeah, it should be in and out, hopefully done by 5 o'clock so everybody can enjoy their Saturday evening. But you want to come out and get a nice little suntan and enjoy some great competition. Walter P. Lede Track Complex is where it'll be at.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.